over and over until I get a shell back, a greater shell back. Alright, Spartacus, come. Gurgle, but gurgle. No, I don't have her naked. Whatever, dude. I just haven't made anything for her yet. You're right about her tits, though. They're like the biggest they can get. That's a thrall, dude. I can't choose their boob size. Alright. Alright. Text me before you get back. Alright. Later. Hopefully one of these turns into a greater show, but that's what I'm aiming for.
Me and me mates are thick as thieves!
except for he's a little bit too barbarically strong. Alexander wasn't as big buff as this stuff. That's as close as I can get. Alexander the Great. Yeah, I'm gonna make all of them. Theseus, Achilles, name it. Hector. Well, Hector wasn't. Spark, Trojan, still. I'm even gonna get some Trojan in here. If anything, he was an elite commando, but that wasn't used until the first flintlock gun came out. I don't really know, but the word commando wasn't used in medieval times before the Greek. Because my strength is not really technically high enough to wear heavy armor. If I put on heavy armor right now, I'm only going to be able to carry half of the weight of resources. Yeah. I thought you said you bought this game, dude. You just never played it? Why? It runs right now. Hey dude, when this game came out on PlayStation 4, it was so bad, it ran so terribly, they made it free for PS Plus subscription, like me. And yeah, it seemed like as soon as you got past level 20, the game just did not operate. It would freeze and get errors like you wouldn't believe. And I didn't touch it until like maybe 2 months ago. They've really made it run, it runs really smooth now. So if it runs smooth on PS4, it should run pretty smooth on PS5. Are you using a separate account? Okay, whatever games you have on your PS4 will be on your PS5 if it's compatible. Yes. Conan Exiles on PS5. The graphics look a lot better. It is. Who told you that? Hell no, dude. Elden Ring is way fucking harder than this game. They're both third shooters. Right, I understand. But Elden Ring, this first off, this is a Norwegian game. It was made in Norway. Or no. Yeah, I think it's a Norwegian game. Conan Exiles. Elden Ring is a Japanese game. So there really is no comparison, other than the fact that they're both could be third shooters. This is also a first shooter. As long as you're not fighting, you can go in the first shooter, but if it's any game, any other game that this compares to, it's probably Heartbeat. With all the pets. Elden Ring is a far more difficult game than this one. It's Dark Souls, dude. It is Dark Souls. God damn, dude, you don't know anything. Elden Ring is Dark Souls, dude. Look it up. I got it in my library. Well, instead of arguing, why don't you just do the research and look it up yourself first before you argue with me and go in this circular pattern, dude. I don't like that. Yeah, that's why I'm letting you know. It's all good, dude. And no, I don't think, hold on, I don't think they can hear you. Hold on. No, they can't hear you. There's only one person watching anyways. Sorry if I'm too loud. New headset. Well, I named the broadcast Odyssey because Odyssey means Greek. I got Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but I never played it yet. I'm not really an Assassin's Creed fan. But I heard the Odyssey Assassin's Creed is more like an RPG. I don't know. All I know is it was only $10 and I wanted to. I'm obsessed with Greek mythology. Alright. Craft steel fire. I did that. Here. Now give me my prize. Craft steel bar. Talking about Prometheus the movie? Prometheus was the name of the spaceship, dude. Did you really think that the engineer, you talk about the engineers, the big what vault? Yeah, those engineers, that first guy that killed himself, that was Prometheus. The name of the ship, dude. No big deal, man. You are a little bit adolescent, but at least you're honest. Well, just stop listening to people, dude. Eventually, you're gonna see you haven't reached a breaking point, man, dude. Eventually, you will. When you get older, you're gonna get tired of bullshit. At least I hope you do. You're gonna get so tired of it, dude, where you're just gonna get to the point where, you know what, I'm tired of believing other people, I'm gonna start doing my own. It is a choice, dude, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Being honest is very, very difficult these days. I know who you're talking about. Have you met his mom? Okay. You'll never know why. He's like that because his mom spoiled him. And by the way, adolescent means childish. Another word for childish. It's a much more deeper, it's a deeper definition than that. It's actually a stage in childhood and adulthood. Adolescent, I don't know the exact definition. I just mean, I always thought of it as somebody who doesn't want to break away from their childhood stage. They don't want to become an adult. Just look it up, dude. I don't understand, dude. You got a smartphone. You can look. You don't even have to go to the library anymore. You can look everything up on your phone. And I don't know why you don't do that. Are you lazy? Okay. I'm just asking a question. Alright. Quit apologizing, man. Yeah, well, you're probably used to being around people that expect you to be perfect all the time. I don't know how to respond to that, dude. So here. Dang it, man. Keep standing in my way here. Oh, I just turned off my fire. Dang it. Come over here. Actually, that's Phalanx armor. Odysseus didn't wear armor like that. If anything, it looks like the armor I'm wearing now. That's the are you talking about the movie Troy? Yeah, that's a good movie. No. But yeah, you're right. The armor I'm wearing now does look similar to Troy. At least the Spartan armor. Just keep in mind, you can color it in later. Just the armor, you can't color in the weapon. Alright, what do I gotta do now? Craft the steel bar. Didn't I do that? Now I can make perfected versions of this sword I got. Said you don't. Did you just say you don't play survival games? Nothing, dude. Nothing. Conan is a survival game, dude. Okay, whatever. What the... Dude, look at the top left corner. What does that look like? I want you to tell me what it looks like. Come on, dude. I was gonna say, dude, I'm losing patience. Yeah, well, you need to stop doing that, dude. You fucking... No one's gonna find you interesting. Hey, dude, listen, instead of apologizing every single time, just say, you know what, I'm gonna work on that, you're right. Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time. I don't give a hoot. I'm trying to watch my cuss language. I don't care, dude, that you're apologetic. The only thing I care about is that you learn from it. Learn from it. There's people that always say sorry and they still do the same thing over and over. You need to change your mindset and say, I need to work on that. Okay. Good. Once it's in your library, I mean, you can delete it, but why would you want to do that? Well, just keep it in there. You might actually change your mind one day. You can call PlayStation and have them delete it out of your library, but you can do that just by, you can hide it so you don't look at it. You don't ever see it when you go on your thing. And if you want to know what games that are hidden, you just type in the search. Do you have hidden games you don't know about? Yeah, just type in the game that you think you have and it'll bring it up. I got a space age survival game that's literally been deleted from all platforms because nobody was doing the updates on it and it wasn't making any money. And I love the crap out of it, dude. It was called Memories of Mars. I really miss that game. It's still on PC, but they took it off of all the... I think it might be on Xbox. But I loved it, man, and I was almost about to beat it, and then I woke up to play it one day, and I had to call PlayStation. I said, why did you guys delete my game? It says we didn't. Nobody was doing any updates on it, which means it was ready for an update. Without the update, it was going to run like crap, and nobody was there to update it, so they closed it. It had really good lighting effects. But if anything, if I wanted to compare it to anything, I want to say the technology kind of reminded me of Subnautica. Except for in Subnautica, you can't pack up your fabricator and take it with you. In that game, you have this suitcase that folds out, and it's a fabricator, and you can just fabricate stuff right there, your guns, your armor, weapons, food, whatever. It was a good game that just failed because it wasn't making any money. And then I also bought, literally last month, I bought Space Engineers. And that game literally did not work at all. Even though I downloaded it, I got Sony online on the phone with me, and I made him stay on the phone. Dude, as long as you're nice to them, dude, they'll do anything. Just say, hey, dude, you're doing a great job. Thank them. I hope you love your job. Awesome. I appreciate you doing this for me. say shit like that, you'd be surprised what they'll do for you, dude. But yeah, I got my money back. That's only because he visually saw me 3 times try to start the game up, even after redoing all my licenses. It was only a $20 game. But yeah, it had a survival mode. It was a survival. It was a spaceship, kind of like I wouldn't say it was as good as No Man's Sky, but in No Man's Sky you don't have to worry about food. Just no, not really. It is listed as a survivor though. Yeah, I really wanted to play it, man, and it like fucking did not work. So they put the money back on my card. Yeah, the reason why Subnautica 2 is not on PlayStation is because the platform that runs on, that the developers run on, I don't remember what it's called. PlayStation doesn't have early access to it. But yeah, the first one and Below Zero, which I do have, sold like crazy on PlayStation, dude. So there's no way they're not gonna. It'll happen. The only reason why these games don't show up immediately on PlayStation is because PlayStation is they're licensing. It's Japan, dude. What do you expect? Alright. I was gonna give it to Spartacus. One for you. One for me. I'll give my previous sword to Paladin. There was an Alexander the Great movie that was made in the 50s. I've never seen it, no. I did see the one in 2004. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good either. What's that guy? What's the last Achilles movie made by Christopher Nolan or whatever? Yeah, that movie was a crying thing. I hated it. They just took it too far, dude. It's like, dude, this fucking thing, armor didn't look like that back in the day. The best Greek movie, honestly, is going to be Troy. In my opinion, Troy. Gladiator, but that's not really. Well, Gladiator is actually all fantasy, dude. No, I'm not even gonna watch the new one. We do not have any good people in our entertainment industry right now. The only good movie I recently watched, to be honest with you, was Furiosa, the Mad Max saga, and I loved it. The chick who played Furiosa did an epic job. Whoever, no bullshit, dude. It's just as good as Fury Road. There's actually more cars and more of what Fury Road didn't have. But that movie was more expensive because it's about Furiosa's life. But the budget that they spent on that movie cost a lot more than Fury Road. But the say that it's better. That just doesn't make any sense. At least it was the same director. At least Walt Disney didn't screw it up. Come on. It is, but you'll get used to it. Let me figure out what I'm doing. I don't need the honey yet. I don't know why they're not going to let me build the stove. Oh, I gotta have... There we go. I should have unlocked a journey for unlocking that. There's a journey called Cook. This is a good sword right here. Damn, too bad I just put all my... Well, I'm gonna make it because it's a really good sword. It's even better than the perfected sword. I think it's better. Steel short sword. Literally the same, but it's non-perfected. That's part of it. You get to do so much. Those are all starter weapons that are just garbage. The only thing I didn't like about the DLC pack. Look at the petty damage on these weapons. It's garbage, dude. It's like $5 worth of crap. The Argosian short sword is pretty decent, 17. And it looks like a real Roman sword. Why do they have to make it to where it does such little damage? Even with an upgrade, none of these weapons they're all fucking useless. Armor's good though. Yes, it is. I told you you can play it with me. Dude, it's horrible. What made you think that it wasn't a multiplayer? No, I don't play it multiplayer because on PS4 it sucks. It's just too damn slow. Plus I haven't beaten it yet. Usually multiplayer games, I'd rather play the single player, get it all down, and then go into multiplayer so I know what I'm doing. I'm not making any javelins until I'm able to make the steel ones. No, you can melee attack and throw, but they're not very durable. Not until you get to the ancient ones. The ancient ones are pretty durable. That's usually when I start making spears, when I'm able to build an ancient one. Shellback King, nice. I keep calling it a king. It's actually a greater shellback. You know how many shellbacks I had to grow in order to get this one? Like 8. I had to raise and break my bond with 8 of them before they finally got it. I'll show you the difference. Here's a regular one. Damn, even that one's a larger one too. There's one that's slightly smaller than that one. This is the greater shellback. This is the hardest one to get. Look at the size difference. Bam. See the hit point difference? Big, significant difference. Alright, I'm happy now. Sorry, buddy, I don't need you. He can eat shellfish. He wants to. That's how you do it. If you want to turn a shellback into a greater shellback, feed him nothing but shellfish. Of course, they're all going to start out really weak until they level up. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I beat below 0 last night. It was an alright ending. That alien that's talking to her in her head, eventually she goes to its home world, and then that game ends right there. Which means it really did feel like a to be continued moment. So they're gonna make it below 0. one, dismiss them, raise more, dismiss them, lose more. And eventually you're going to get a greater. It's the same with a lot of the other pets. Like there's even a greater crocodile, there's a greater Komodo dragon. They all do more damage and they all have significant more hit points. Yeah, it isn't survival, but it's not extreme unless depending on the setting you put it on. I'm only playing on the normal. I haven't played this on hard yet. I don't have a reason to until I get the game down. Yeah, that's a DLC. Don't waste your money on that. No, it sounds to me like you're still not. I'm not convinced you're gonna play through the whole thing, dude. You're making it sound like you're just gonna pop it in because you're bored. That's not a reason to play any game. I play them to beat them, man. And yeah, this is rated one of the best survival games on the market. As far as like. You want like a medieval style game. think of that will literally do that are probably like UFC. Yeah. But no, not in this game, no. The females do just as much damage and take just as much hits as the males do. Ah! I do gotta do that. I don't remember. Those are really hard fighting games. Because they're meant to be like realistic. No, mainly the clinches and the wrestling I can never get down. I can do the fighting, the boxing and all that. The clinching and wrestling is a pain in the ass something. Is that what you're getting? Well, whatever you use to play. Call of Duty. What about Battlefield? Why? Too hard? Whatever. Listen, dude. This is not my opinion. You need a greater or larger amount of military skill to play the Battlefield compared to Call of Duty. A low budget military compared to Battlefield. Yeah, but if you call it, yeah, I'm sure that the World War, not all of them are like that. Battlefield is way more realistic than Call of Duty. Plus, you got dealing with helicopters, tanks, jets, jeeps, motorcycles, all that stuff is in there. 2042 sucks. I haven't yet. It's like the worst Battlefield I've ever played. When I played it, I was like, damn, man, they seriously gave up whatever they were trying to make this into. There's some cool stuff in it, but it just seems like the developers just said, you know what, we screwed up, but we're going to go ahead and, like, release it anyway. It's always the contractors that screw up the game. And I don't think they gave them enough time to finish. They were thinking that, yeah, the contractors were probably thinking that it wasn't going to take any longer than any other Battlefield. And that's what screwed it up. The game takes place in 2042. So it's going to require more work to make more things that haven't even been created yet. And they got about halfway and they were like, oh, we screwed it up. Yeah, they almost didn't release it at all. But yeah, there's people working on it and updating it, but there's not enough to cause any fuss. But yeah, they are charging money for weapon packs and skins and stuff, and that's the only reason why they're still having people still play it. I thought Battlefield 3 was the best one. Yeah, Battlefield 3 was the most successful Battlefield game ever made. Bullshit. Bullshit. I've got I still have my first PlayStation, dude, and I've got Red Alert. I got Red Alert Retaliation. I've got the first Command & Conquer. I'm not kidding, dude. The first PlayStation actually had RTSs on it. I have Dune 2000. I've got Warcraft. Yeah, look it up, dude. Why do you think I'm always lying to you? You're always like, duh. Dude, stop that. Well, it's annoying. The last time the PlayStation had a good RTS, even though it played like crap because if you weren't able to hook a mouse or a keyboard up to it, there was no option to, was Red Alert 3 on the PS3. And that was the only RTS that came out on the PS3 as far as I know. The only decent RTS on PS4 is probably Ancestors Legacy and Counter-Strike. Yeah, I'm actually going to be playing all the. I'm going to buy the Counter-Strike. They actually made a what do you call it, a bundle where you can just get all of them for less than $20 right now. It's in the days of play. So if you like RTS games, dude, check out Counter-Strike. You don't do any base building, but you still do the same. It still plays like Command & Conquer. But I wouldn't agree with you more, dude. The base building is what makes those games fun. At least Age of Empires is on PS5. But no Command & Conquer. Because those games are outdated. Come here, dude. Damn, he ate all those lobsters that I had on him. Damn, you're a pig. Too badass, bro. These keepers, man. These greater shellbacks are keepers, man. They don't do the best damage, but they can take a beating. Especially when they're level 15. Alright, man. I don't know. I haven't seen him in like a week. Did he tell you that? I don't care. Yeah, well, it's not supposed to do that. You need to take it back. Yes, take it back, dude. Get your money back. Don't wait too long. Do you have a receipt for it? Okay, does it say return within 30 days? Alright, you're good to go. Walmart, right? They don't give a fuck about that. did they deliver it to you? Okay, then you can actually just say the delivery guy broke it. They really don't care, dude. They don't get paid enough to worry about that. Walmart is a multi-million-dollar business like Amazon. They don't give a shit, but don't take advantage of it. Don't be doing it all the time. Eventually they're gonna flag you if you do that, you know? No, don't do that, dude. It's only a $50 item. Why don't you just open a Temu account and get stuff like that off of Temu? Yeah, but you can also research it, the reviews of what the item is. Research it before you order it. The only thing I don't like about Temu is they work through SwiftX, and I fucking hate SwiftX. They're the worst delivery system on the planet. Yeah, SwiftX sucks. But they also, you work with USPS and I think the other one's called Go. On Southern, are you there? I was gonna say on Southern, I think rural. There's a game store called Fallout Games. They sell really nice refurbished controllers there. They're cheaper because they don't have a warranty. I'm just saying, dude, if you said you only got like 40 bucks, right? You can get one for 40 bucks there. Right now. Call them first, make sure they've got extras. It's one of my favorite game stores. And they've got older consoles. You can buy an Atari there. They even got when I went in there last time, they had a ColecoVision. Which was better than an Atari. Their prices are good too, man. You can get they have all, you can get a fucking Atari Jaguar in there, you can get an old N64s, they got it all, man. So it's working now? cool. Just out of curiosity, what color is it? Nice. No, I just got a plain black one. I don't care about this stuff. I played the free MMO Crossout. It's the only free game I like playing. I've been playing that for over a decade. Did you ever play Twisted Metal or Vigilante 8 back in the day? Okay, check out Crossout. That's the updated. That's as close as you're gonna get to Twisted Metal. It's way better and more realistic than Twisted Metal. Yeah, except for in Twisted Metal, you can't build your own car piece by piece. And no, you make the car out of pre-made parts. It's not like Legos. But there is a Legos type game that's better than Legos. Yeah, look up Trailmakers. No, Trailmakers is way more complex than Legos, trust me. And that's also, I believe, I think it was made by a Norwegian company. I got another game that's made by Norwegians. That's really good quality. They know how to, Norwegians, man, they are really good at making video games. It's called Generation Zero. It's like an 80s retro robot. It's not quite. It feels like a survival, but it's not. And yeah, it's a massive open world. If it's any game I really want to compare it to, the way the engine runs, probably Daisy. Yeah, you can craft med kits, ammo, all that shit. Upgrade, you can upgrade stuff. And if anything, it's a retro version of like I'm not gonna say Terminator, but your main enemy is all AI robots. But back in the 80s style. It's not for everybody, but I like it. It works okay on the console. There, Odysseus, you got a more correct sword. Looks more Roman-like. Oh. Points. No, I'm not drinking. I quit drinking. No, I quit drinking like 6 years ago. What am I drinking right now? I'm fluctuating between coffee and Red Bull. So as of right now, Red Bull. Because I'm in my 40s, man. The older you get, the more alcohol sucks. And I guess I'll start building my... I need to start building these. Start with that. 330. Damn. Got 1,000 gold bars, 1,000 iron bars. Yeah, well, you notice that I got 344. but it's enough to make 114 steel. So I think it's two iron bars make one steel bar. And then you need steel bars to make hardened steel, which requires black ice. That also requires a journey. Decor. Do the rug. And this triangle thing is pretty cool. Dice. I never made the dice, so I don't know how big they are. D&D dice. Oh boy. Alright, expertise can go up, maxed out. Final hit harvesting, or your life supply is ready to resources harvesting. Yeah, this one's better. Alright, I'm literally strong enough to go do a dungeon mission now. But I need a horse. So, build a stable. And I also need to set the journey to build a horse. Stable. What do I need? 15, 10, and 10. Well, no, it's called being a compulsive consumer. And then you wonder why your throat breaks.
Taste death!
Totally would let you live. You weren't gonna strike at me. Get him, doggo, get him, doggo. Horse will swim if you're on it, as long as you're on it. Yeah, it kind of looks a little cheesy. I don't know. Let's look that up. I was hoping the rhino would be ridden. Come here, dang it. There we go. Like a shellback, but no. Run! I don't want him to kill my... He'll even kill my greater shellback. Run, dude, run! I don't know, I've never tried to beat him. Like I said, he wipes me out one shot. Fighting my... God damn it! Stop fighting him! Damn it. He only hit my greater shellback probably 1 or 2 times and put him down to half health. And he's got almost 3,000 hit points. Dead Space remake is on the PS5. Yeah, that's only the first one. They do plan on remastering all of them though. By the time I get my PS5, I'm sure the third one will probably be out. Because my credit's bad, otherwise I just get a loan and go get one right now. But my credit's terrible. None of your business. I'll see it when I'll believe it when I see it. You're gonna lend me $400 for a PlayStation 5. We'll talk about that another time. I'd rather be in person with you to discuss that. I'm most likely going to be playing the same games I'm playing right now, dude. That's why I was never excited to buy one right away. But there's a lot of good games that I do want to play that's on it. I want to try that new Chrono something. The only other game that's like Dead Space is probably Callisto Protocol. And that game is one of the hardest space age games. Very, very good graphics, excellent gore, plays just like Dead Space, but extremely hard. That's what the boss is, man. Don't rip your hair out, right? Beat that game. Oh, dang it. pocket dial me or something? Oh yeah, yeah. I gave it to him. He was happy with it. Yeah, he told me that. And he also wanted me to tell you thanks. No problem. I didn't really ask him that, but next time you see him, I'm sure he'll talk to you about it. Alright, you got my other number? I'll text it to you. That just keep in mind my other one works like a landline. I only answer it when I'm at home. No, it's a cell phone. No, it's just a prepaid phone I bought a couple years ago, and I run text now on it, but it only works around internet. It's a free phone service. Yeah, there's actually two of them. There's Text Me, Text Now, and I think there's even a third one that just came out. It only costs money if you want to lock in the number. Other than that, it just shows up as a third party phone number. No, you just pay it one time. If you want data roaming, they'll charge you for that, but it's not very much. It's only like $10 a month for 2 gigs, I think, which is a pretty good deal. I haven't used it, so I really couldn't tell you how good it is. Why don't you go with Mint Mobile? That's $15 a month. I don't know what they offer for the. Probably just 1 gig for 10 to 15 bucks, like all of them. So yeah, if I don't answer that one, call that, or if I don't answer, just leave a message up. I will get back to you. Alright, dude, you're welcome. I'll talk to you tomorrow. You too. Later. Move out of the way. Move out of the way. I don't get it, man. Why is it fighting me so hard? I don't fucking get raise that bow for no reason. I don't know why that didn't count. I attacked. That gets considered an attack. battle position. There's that monkey with my horse that gets stuck like that. Later tonight, be broadcasting more. Have a good day.